What is up, diecast collectors? This is OBV, the diecast news guy, and welcome everybody to another NASCAR Authentics diecast review for you guys. And this is going to be on a car which I will have to say is probably, if not, one of the best waves that we got from last year, which was a pretty dark year for the retail line for NASCAR Authentics. But stay tuned for that, guys, because I will be making a ranking video of the top or the worst NASCAR Authentics waves of 2022. But for now, let's go ahead and start this diecast review off, and it's going to be on the Bayne train, baby. This is Trevor Bayne, your 2011 Daytona 500 champion. Mostly his well-known thing, but yeah, Trevor Bayne's back, guys, in this number 18 Devotion Nutrition Toyota Supra for Joe Gibbs Racing. A one-of-a-kind exclusive they can only get in NASCAR Authentics. It was offered in the Gold Series, but you guys know what usually happens when the diecasts get canceled and does not reach the MOQ or the minimum order of quantity. Then usually, sometimes in these cases, in the NASCAR Authentics retail line, we'll get them saved in the NASCAR Authentics wave. And luckily, they did this with a few others, and really excited about that because it's a Trevor Bayne car, guys. And yeah, I know I am a little late to this, but heck, I have a lot of content for you guys. Still don't like that big-ass sticker that we got right there. I mean, that ain't cheapness at its finest. I don't know what is, but you can collect them all, and there's the rest of the cards you want to see that. Like I said, a awesome wave, with the exception of that March Jr. car, but lots of cool exclusives, including this one, which I think has been the favorites. But let's go ahead and start off this diecast review, and let's get into our nutrition mode on, as we're going to kick off this diecast review and the official unboxing of Trevor Bayne's 2022 Devotion Nutrition Toyota Supra. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of this box, and wait a minute. Before we start off, guys, let's look at the free accessory that comes with these NASCAR Authentics diecasts, because, you know, there's not really much stuff you can get free out in the markets, except for these very cheaply made stickers, but it could be worse. It could be on the PTC mold or the JET factory, but really cool. At least this actually looks clean and not look like this. Looks like piss paper, but really cool. You can definitely tell what this sponsor is, but number 18, Trevor Bayne, or TB for short, and there's I guess that's Angel Food Cake. Well, not literally, but I guess this is like a protein powder. Man, me and my skinny arms, heck, I could probably use some of those. But anyways, get back to this diecast, guys. What a cool diecast, guys. Especially if you guys are a big fan of the matte finishes. I mean, it kind of almost looks like this car has a matte finish, but it has some gloss to it. But you guys know me. My channel colors are basically this: red, white, and black. And this is really cool. And what's even awesome is that we got ourselves another Toyota Supra that was saved in NASCAR Authentics, guys. All right, because keep in mind, the other two Toyota Supras that we've had were with Jeffrey Earnhardt's IK9 car. Stay tuned for that, because that might be the comparison we're going to be doing. And also, one of the guys who is running as your rookie for the Cup Series this year and last year's Xfinity Series champion, Ty Gibbs, with that pristine auctions cars. So I did do a review on both those cars if you guys want to check them out for any new viewers who are watching. Maybe I'll upload some short versions of that since you guys have appreciated that. But anyways, let's get down to business with this D right here. And no, that's not the D I'm kind of talking about. Good Lord, dirty bastards. We're talking about the Devotion D with Nutrition. And that's pretty cool. I really do like the use of space on this. You got the D with the circle and then the Devotion logos on the both side. Kind of has like a nice little throwback or a retro vibe to it. And, you know, this is really cool. I know a lot of people don't really like the Toyota Supra mold, but you know, it's kind of grown to me, and it's actually a rare mold that we actually use for the 164, so very impressed by that. Basically, we got those nice, bright Goodyear tires, and still contingency sponsors, which is pretty nice. But, yeah, and you see Devotion until it's done. Yeah, it's definitely done. All right. I'm not going to say that with Trevor Bayne's career. I mean, it was done, but he kind of made a good comeback. And then you see there's the Angel Food Cake pill bottle right there, but that's actually protein powder. And on the back, you see Toyota, more Devotion Ds. And, yeah, I mean, let's talk about this guy now, Trevor Bayne. And let me tell you what, guys, I never thought we would see Trevor Bayne compete in NASCAR since his dark days at Roush. Well, it started off as a pretty unique year, and he worked his way up, getting into the ranks of the NASCAR circuits and series. But his big moment was when he came in 2011 for the Daytona 500. I mean, he did also pick up a few wins in the Xfinity Series. I mean, I think his last win came at I think it was at Texas, I believe, from many, and I mean many years ago. I think we're getting close to the next decade when we're talking about Trevor Bayne. But, you know, he's had some good highs and some very bad lows. I mean, yeah, 2018 was just an awful year for Trevor Bayne. So, and then, you know, he did a lot of mixing around. And then, you know, after things weren't working out with him at Roush, and, you know, that's when Roush was still being mediocre, he, you know, made some part-time starts in the Truck Series and probably had a good shot of winning that one Talladega race, which if you guys not saw that Trevor Bayne truck review that I did back in, I think it was in 2020 or 2021, the number 40 Circle B diecast or Plan B sales truck. Check that out, because this ain't the first time I've reviewed a Trevor Bayne car, and I probably do have more in my collection collection, maybe that 2011 car if you guys are really on board with the Bayne train. But yeah, Trevor Bayne made a very surprising announcement, guys. As you guys know, he's one of the NASCAR on Fox Race Hub announcers, and he made a big announcement that him and Devotion Nutrition, which I find it kind of odd that, you know, I'm not saying like Trevor Bayne's like a health freak, but it's pretty cool that like he's always, you know, his sponsors have you know, I guess you could say they very devoted him into you know, nutrition. So how about that? Because devotion, devoted. Anyways, that was lame, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, we have just this diecast is very unique, and it's very unique because we have ourselves a working suspension, so I really love that feature that we get from these $5 toy cars that everyone calls. But you see, guys, even for a $5 toy car, you gotta admit, this car just kicks ass. And I think this is why one of the best diecasts that we've had in NASCAR Authentics 2022, because that year was just awful. And looks like, I mean, things might get better, but we'll see how things will go with Wave 3. But get back to Trevor Bayne, guys. Yeah, he made the announcement on NASCAR Race Hub, and he was supposed to do 7 races, and he did. But let's just say he kind of outperformed this equipment, guys. When he made his debut in this Devotion car at Auto Club, Trevor Bayne, man, was on a mission, and that mission was to win an Xfinity race. All right, he's no stranger to winning the Xfinity Series, but you know this came back at what, like a good 2 years or something, I think, after a good year or two after not having a full-time ride or a part-time ride. That was really cool that Joe Gibbs Racing, and I think personally, in my opinion, Trevor Bayne should make some more starts in this car. Or probably next year, because the amount of effort he put into this, I mean, if it wasn't for the pit road scandal that happened on pit road that cost him track position, I mean, he did work his way up into the top 3 or top 5, so, and then there was even, like 2 times, I think, where he finished second, and he probably could have won the race. I think that was Nashville and also New Hampshire. But he ended up running a total of 9 races in this car. Now, I think later on they did switch the red to the where the red is. They actually went to pink because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that was pretty cool. And his last race, which was at Homestead, he led like nearly 50 laps. Probably could have won the race, but he did fall back. And out of all the 9 races, I think there were only 2 where he had some screw ups. I mean, he finished like 13th at Talladega, and he unfortunately, I don't know, the Bayne train kind of struck back at him at Atlanta, guys. He made a bad block, and I don't know, it was just due to impatience or just not having enough experience in the Xfinity cars. Yeah, he caused a pretty, not the best looking wreck that we've seen at Atlanta Super Speedway. But yeah, I mean, I cannot stress this enough, guys. If you end up finding this car at your Walmarts or your Targets, or even at your Macy's, because they sell diecasts, or Cracker Barrel, who knows? I mean, since Cracker Barrel waves are still a thing. But mostly Walmarts and Targets. If you guys are out in the market and you're trying to find this, do not hesitate, because this is an exclusive car. And what happens with exclusive diecasts is that you'll have a bunch of those scalpers that'll come in and they'll charge and mark up a car that is supposedly only worth $5. But then they do a little research and they're going to charge this thing like a freaking fortune. So don't feed the scalpers, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyways, let's get on to this type of comparison of the IK9 car, because I know this review is already getting a little too long, but I hope you guys are getting entertainment out of this, because, heck, I'm trying everything I do to make my diecast reviews as unique as possible. I could be one of these people who be like, all right, there's the Devotion logo, and there's all these, but that's not me. I like to think outside the bun, not like Taco Bell, but but here's type of comparison of the 18 diecast, and yeah, as you can see, both are great diecasts in their own unique ways, but definitely, like I said, guys, do not sleep out on this car, because if you want to pay a lot of money to get this thing as a custom, good luck. That's all by means. But if you are on a tight budget and you want a diecast that is exclusive for NASCAR Authentics, and that's the main reason why we love NASCAR Authentics, then this might be the right diecast review. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this, as this is going to wrap up the diecast review of Trevor Bayne's 2022 Devotion Nutrition Toyota Supra for Joe Gibbs Racing. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been OBB, the diecast news guy. I'll catch you guys next time, and yeah, nutrition.